Hey folks, welcome back to another Going Deeper. If you've been tracking with us as a church, you know we've been studying the book of Joshua. It's been an amazing time together, and as we've come towards the end of the book of Joshua, there's one moment that has fascinated me. It's actually a story told in the second chapter of Judges, which speaks back to the life of Joshua. Come to verse 6 with me, chapter 2. After Joshua had dismissed the Israelites, they went to take possession of the land, each to their own inheritance. The people served the Lord throughout the lifetime of Joshua and of the elders who outlived him, and who had seen all the great things that the Lord had done for Israel. Verse 10, after that whole generation had been gathered to their ancestors, another generation grew up who neither knew the Lord nor what he had done for Israel. This shocked me as I was reading this. How did Israel, if you know the story of Israel, it's they follow God, they turn away from God. They follow God, they turn away from God. But why so quickly? This entire generation who had walked into the promises of God and seen incredible victory after incredible victory. And it says within that one generation, after that generation passed, another generation grew up who neither knew the Lord nor what he had done. I think it speaks powerfully into the role of us for the next generation to be leaders who raise up leaders, to tell the story. Never assume. I'm sure that the people of Israel who had followed God and walked in those promises assumed that their children and their grandchildren were going to walk in those same ways, but we can never assume. We must lead with authority. There must be intentionality. We must declare the praises of God. We must tell the story over and over and over again, and to train a child in the way they should go so that they will not depart from it. And that's not just talking about our children. That's talking about the responsibility we have within the church to constantly be thinking about the next generation. It's so easy for us to fall into that pattern of, well, I've got my inheritance and I'm happy. Church is what it is and I like what it is. It's for me, it meets my needs, I'm happy. No. That cannot be our heart. Our heart must be that the next generation would know the Lord and would know what he has done and would run in that truth and that authority that he's given them, so that they too would share the stories of what God has done and the testimonies of what he's done in their own life, that the generation to come would follow in those footsteps. May we not make the mistake of Joshua and that generation of elders. May we be a people who are constantly looking to the next, that they would know the truth and the truth would set them free. Praying for you. God bless you. Have a great week.